This has been happening quite often, of course. So maybe I should just talk about thermodynamics or metaphysical properties of tungsten or geomagnetic fields, or maybe I should talk about, quantum physics or something, things that are about matter but don't matter, those things aren't being tracked, probably not in the AI. We can talk about the congruency of a circle or pi 3.14 or something like that. Probably be okay. The theory of relativity, ancient artifacts over in Iceland or something like that. We can do all that, right? No problem there. Or if we want to talk about other things that, plague humanity, that don't have solutions, your channel's probably okay. Probably, beamed to millions of people hourly, and you probably get a lot of money you make for doing the stupidest things in front of people. That's the most popular stuff right now, is the stupidest stuff. So now, stupid is smart and smart is stupid, and everything's in reverse. So, but I'm gonna tell you this frequency that I'm tapped into, it's unstoppable. My body don't have to be here. It's unstoppable. It's gonna keep things moving right along. Once you recognize that it's not a necessity to actually I'm talking some big talk right here. Put your big boy pants and your big girl pants on, y'all. Put your little belt on or some suspenders or something so your pants don't fall off. When your body is not the primary mode of transportation any longer, that stuff don't even matter, you know what I'm saying? But to spike interest and to get people headed in a direction of thought travel, you got to talk about topics out there on the street. You got to talk about what's going on, in so-called real life, 3D. But really, it's more profitable for your spiritual journey for somebody to be talking about for fifth dimensional things, you know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of that's over folks' heads. Some of it's over mine. I mean, shoot, I don't know everything. I'm just a dude with the, kahunas to say some stuff. Maybe they need to be said, and that's about it. Other than that, I go find out information every day about something. I go look out in nature and be like, oh, wow. Look at that spider web. All the size, I bet if I took a measuring instrument out, all the sides of that spider web are exactly the same length and width and space away from each other. This is amazing. And that little spider made all, have you ever looked at a spider web to see how intricate the design is? Have you ever just peered into it and been like, most of y'all be like, oh, spider, and then smash it. The spider been up all damn night making this web, and then you gonna do like a politician and just come and swat it? Come on, man. Or ants be out there hitting that work. Ants be out there digging tunnels. Little bitty ant like this move a whole 16-gallon trash bag full of trash, put it by the ant hole, and have it all dismantled by the next morning. Underground cavern, 50 foot down, food for the next 20 years. That's what they working on, okay? And then you go spray some Raid all up in there. Ooh, ants, fire ants, blah, blah, blah. Destroying the creation. Yo, man, think about it. I mean, every time, now you can't help, you walking and you might be stepping on bugs, killing stuff, but there's stuff that you ain't gotta kill. I mean, I'm in the catch and release kind of thing. It's not a geopolitical stance. I'm talking about, if I can help it, I'll scoop it up and throw it outside. You know what I'm saying? Instead of killing it. Because it's a creator. Some of these bugs that you think are bad, they actually create more than you do in the world. You know what I'm saying? They out there hitting it. They don't care if it's raining, snowing, sleet, ice. They getting that food. They don't care about the government imposing more taxes on them. They're like, whatever, we'll go underground with it. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all know I'll just be rambling about stuff. I was kind of talking about that other thing on the other live that's still live and over there. That's a trip. That's why y'all ain't with me right now. Most of y'all ain't with me because you still over on the other live that they done got bamboozled, and it's over there running, making you think I'm on a live, right? And then when you go on that live, I ain't saying nothing. So people be like, oh, this guy's joker. He's out here front with no back. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, look, it is what it is with this kind of stuff. And I got too many irons in the fire. I just haven't had time to do the Rumble thing. I tried Patreon. I got sidetracked with that. You know, Rumble make you hook this software up, streaming software to stream, and it look like you need a college degree to hook that up. So I might get a refund on my money for downloading that thing and then just do videos on there. You know what I'm saying? But not any live stream. So they're gonna have to come up with something better where like you click the button and then you're going live. That's it. It's as simple as that. That's what we need in this world. We don't need more tech to talk to people. We need like less tech so we can talk to people. How many people you see every day doing this? You probably one of them. About to put you on blast. You walk around like this. That's what I said. People can work them thumbs, send all these messages and doing all this stuff on their phones. But when I say hit the likes, they're like, my hand's it's not working. I'm thumbed out. I got too many thumb texts today. I can't, you can't hit the thumbs up, right? Come on, man. You a thumb. You a thumb. You a bad thumb, okay? There was a movie, what was it called? The Kid Spy movie? I forget what it's called. Some little Kid Spy movie, and the dude had all these little minions that was like thumbs chasing you and stuff. So it just reminded me of that movie, them thumb dudes. But anyway, the border thing, maybe I shouldn't say that. Okay, let's try it in code. Let's do it in code, y'all. Y'all ready? Maybe we're gonna go in code. Gonna do Morse code on you, okay? So get your. We're gonna go back to Morse code and the telegraph, so we can encrypt all our messages, so the AI can't keep up with it. Dots, dot, 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 dot. Did y'all get that? Okay, good. They can't see AI is smart, but it ain't that smart. It can't do man telegraph, cryptography kind of stuff. So whatever, they can't keep up with me. I'll create another language on them. I'll create another language on AI, and we'll be talking majorism or something, and so they can't keep up. But look, let's call the place something else, okay? Let's call it the South Entrance. Is that good? The South Entrance, the South Gate. The South Escalator, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to call it. It's a whole bunch of folk coming in. So just kind of get ready for that. And if you live up north somewhere, they getting bust up there. So just know that, I don't know what you can do about it. Like personally, I think, to be honest, way my crazy brain think, I think everybody on this election stuff, I think everybody should stand down. Stand down. Yeah. Black Hawk down, stand down. Don't make a move. Say, well, it's all right, man. People died for this. Well, if you don't know none of them people and you just regurgitating the story, it's kind of, one of those American kind of things to do is like regurgitate stories that you've heard from somewhere, got programmed through somebody else. Somebody else's story led to the next story. Y'all remember being in school and like you have a fight with somebody and like, you pushed a guy and he slipped and fell and the fight was over. But then like lunchtime came and then recess. By recess, man, he picked the guy up over his head, threw him over the balcony, and he fell down, broke his hip, and now he's in the nurse's office. Yo, this dude's a killer. Like, I just pushed him and he slipped in some milk that got spilled. But then that's what's going on in big people's lives every day, is the story being told from somebody else's story, from another person's story of the story, copied, re-edited, redacted, reprinted, republished, and then regurgitated all over again. on a Wednesday now instead of Tuesday, and it's raining, so you slip with the tongue with it. So, that's how you got to look at this stuff, man. You can't be serious about all this stuff they got you serious. Do you know and this talk is just general talking about stuff that I don't have no idea is going to pop out. It just pop out and that's what it be, okay? But this stuff is it's really some of the stupidest stuff going on with us peoples every day. The stuff we concerned about has nothing to do with the stuff we should be concerned about. And the stuff that we not concerned about has everything to do with what we should be concerned about. And actually, we shouldn't even have to be concerned about those things, but they put these systems in place to make sure that your whole rest of your life is used up, because they know time. And I got to get back on my time travels. And I know y'all think I'm a space cadet for saying something like that, but you thought Tesla was first. No, Major was first. I just didn't get the $1 billion line of credit because, I look a little different than the dude that owned Tesla. They was like, it's an Eddie Murphy movie. He come in the bank and like, I need a loan now. How much you need, partner? $1 billion. They just slide the cash, take it out of the drawer, slide it. I come in there, I need a loan for 10,000? Oh, yeah. Well, they just did an interest rate hike and that 10,000 only worth 6,000. But if you put 3,000 down, I'll give you a loan for 2,000, but you'll owe me 10 at the end of the day. You good? Ooh, that's pretty, okay. Dang, I should have it cost me money just come in here and ask a question, didn't it? And it's time to go. But anyway, look, that's what's going on in real life, real issues. But they got us all fascinated and hyped up about all the non-issues that become issues in your thoughts, right? And then as you think on it long enough, it gets to be on the street issue side of things. This is the age-old psychological programming, data manipulation of people's brains, but it's high tech now. And I think 2, 3, 4, 5,000 years ago was probably higher tech, but I wasn't there, so I can't. But them pyramids, y'all think them just bury people in? They ain't burying nobody in no pyramids. Them things was transmission portals. Yup. They done dismantled and took all the gold capstones off and everything. Gold is it's conductive for electricity. It's it has conductive capabilities. It might magnify it and you can direct it with pure gold, right? So they had those tunnels inside the pyramids. They're still in there. They look like they laser chiseled little thin narrow people can't even go. It's a little slit, but it's so perfectly cut in the middle of these pyramids and goes all the way up. And pyramid's a Greek name. It's not even the original name of the joints, but it's the only name we can use. It's the only name they give us to use. Pyramid is Greek, just like the word Egypt is Greek, and just like a whole bunch of Greek fraternities and sororities who do the Greek life thing. That's because the Greeks, Zeus and them, and Thor, Thor, the dude with the hammer, the thunder, and the lightning and stuff. That's Zeus's son. And Jesus. Wait a minute. Jesus equals Zeus. So Jesus. Oh wait. You say Jesus, and then in Mexico they say Jesus because it's people name Jesus. But if you see their name, you'll say, why did she name her son Jesus? That's blasphemy. Okay, because you don't know the J is silent, a H sound over there. It ain't no J sound. It just got created 500 years ago, somewhere in there. I wasn't there, so I can't be totally accurate, but somewhere in that realm. And so think about it. Hey, Jesus, Jesus, Zeus, is them the same peoples? Why am I talking about this? Somebody must needed to heard that. I don't know. It's just one of them kind of days. It's just one of them kind. And I was talking about that metaphysical. I said, if I speak metaphysically or talk about, Pythagoras' theorem, which he didn't create that. Still, Greek. Look, they done stole everything. Okay. The Kemetic mystery schools, they call it the Egyptian mystery schools. That's where the true knowledge of a lot. Now, that might not be the original area of knowledge, but they retain the most modern forms of tech that controls your life right now. All the stuff we're using right now has a bunch of numbers and symbols and things behind it that equal control of frequency, control of sound, control of all kinds of stuff. That's what's going on through that little box you got in your hand you're watching right now, and I'm beaming to you on. Control of the frequency, control of the audio, the visual, all this stuff pixelated into all these little pixels, put in the right place at the right time, give you the image of me talking to you live from across the world. Ain't that a trip? Break that down. Break it down for me one time. You know what I'm saying? This is a Teddy Riley song. Jam, oh jam. Come on, Teddy. Jam. If you're old enough, come on, jam with me. This AM for y'all, this PM for me. The freaks come out at night, you know what I'm saying, over here. So I'm in the spot, and can't no freaks get in here, because I got my doors closed, and you know, I've got to throw these bones if I have to. But look, it's awesome that, yeah, I'll do that at another time. Top 5 or top 10 books list that you would recommend, Jason, trying to see, peep my knowledge game, like where you get this information from. Yo, man, I don't even remember authors' names. You know why? Because it's not important to me. I just need the information, and then that's the construct that I shape my thoughts and my purpose into. Is I take the pieces and put them together for me. You dig? So I might not read your whole book. I might just need a paragraph out of there. So I appreciate that, but it's all in knowledge. It's already in mind. I just need to be reminded of it and have a focus point. That's why you read a book. You got the information in you right now. It's all stored, but you got too much junk in the trunk that you allow them to keep placing on top of your true methodology of how this place works. That's why we all backwards. You know what I'm saying? Running a race backwards, end up last first, the quickest. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we are in that position, because we have been trained to be this way. But you got to untrain it yourself, unlearn it yourself. Like, people would think it's appalling that you don't send your children, your little child to school, regular school. Oh my goodness, that's against the law. Isn't that vagrancy and all kind of C's? And you should go to jail. Your children should be in school. Well, in school is where you get programmed off the rip. You get programmed to think, to look, to be like all of us have been, okay, to do things a certain way, and you never got an opportunity to do anything that you originally would do, have you? No, everything's copycat mode. Everything is show and tell. Watch somebody else show, and then you tell how they did it now. It's your show now. Okay, it's the same thing that goes on. This is how they keep getting the same outcomes, because nobody want to break the spell. Nobody want to break the curse or the program. That's why. So everything being on a redundant loop, like if you do studio sessions and you work with different software, you doing tracks and stuff, you could do 4 bars and put it on a loop, and it'll just keep playing that over and over and over again. And then you just start rapping over it, and everybody think you're a genius for real. I mean, and think you a genius, but he a genius, he a musical genius. Think you're a genius, but they don't understand you just running loops of 4 bars that you just played, and you got the beat, you got the you did this, and then you put a little break in there, put a little chorus in there, whatever, and then you loop it again, right? So that's what they got us doing with our behavior. That's what they got us doing with how we see things. That's what they got us doing with how we think about things. Y'all think I'm joking, but it's all these problems of the whole planet. And if there's something outside of there called the universe, I just heard other people saying it, so I can repeat it, the universe. Have you been out there? No, not yet. So, is it there? Well, I mean, yeah, it's there, because we floating around in it on the... Have you been outside to look down and see? So let me ask you this. What kind of device did these people get to where they were showing a globe? You follow me? Kind of Denzel You follow me? No, that's kind of Obama. You follow me there? Huh? Yep, come on, let's go get some chicken. Let's get a beer, chicken, and cigarettes. And I'm gonna be the president again on my BlackBerry. I got this thing. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Get in, Michael. Get in the car, Michael. I mean, Michelle. Get in the car. So anyway, check it. So what kind of equipment would one must have to go high enough in the ionosphere, stratosphere, whatever other spheres there are out there, spheres, to be able to look down and see the whole circumference of the place they call Earth in color, diameter, everything. What kind of equipment would one must have? When did they do the first globe? Can somebody look that up? Google it. You know, Google's not the name that you think it is. Google is a number. It's a computation. Yes, Google. Y'all thought pi was hard. Y'all thought algebra was hard. Let's go do some Googling. You know what I'm saying? Astronomical figures. You see how many searches Google gets? Astronomical. Okay, so over here, we're looking down at the planet. I see the size. I make a globe. It's on a Pirates movie. You spin the globe. Yep, I'm going right here to the corner, the horn of Africa. Right, I'm going right over there to the Ivory Coast. Wait, how do you know? How can you just make that some hundreds of years ago and be accurate? Do you know when I'm in an airplane at supposedly 36,000 feet? That's what they tell us anyway. We're doing 500-600 miles an hour, but I don't see no clouds zooming by. Everything moving in slow motion to me. So anyway, my eyes must be lying to me, but we's moving pretty slow up here. You know what I'm saying? It feel like we going in reverse, actually. You know what I'm saying? That's why it takes 20-some hours to get somewhere overseas, because they was going in circles. And they said, okay, it's time to land. Let's trick them again. But anyway, so 36,000 feet. I'm looking out the window. There, and I can only see like little squares, and I can only see a few at a time through the little window, right? But they say we're 36,000 feet, right? So if I go 70, double that, maybe I can see a few more squares. Maybe I go to 170,000 feet. I might even be able to see a couple of counties, I guess, all at one time. But how, man, high you got to go to see the whole United States from West Coast to East Coast, and you draw all of these edges to the borders in detail. Florida look like this, Texas look like this, and then, wait, y'all put lines? Wait, you took a whole mass of something, and then you drew some lines in there and say, oh, this is Missouri. Yep, this is what the borders look like. So when you drive through Missouri, do you see some squiggly lines somewhere? When you come across a sign and say, you welcome to Missouri, you're in, do you see the little squiggly line going across the highway somewhere? Like it's on the map? Then how do they know to put the squiggly line there? Who put it there? Who drew this? Oh, you say you got, what do you call it, iconographer, some kind of chronographer people. Wait, so we can't do that right now with our phone, right? Like I can't draw a state in detail. I can't, with Lewis and Clark. Come on, man, you came all the way from Europe. You didn't know where you was going when you got here. You had to get the locals to take you around. But you got whole trails named after you going through the Ozarks and all up through the whole country, Lewis and Clark. And you mean to tell me you walked through the forest with some natives, chilling with them? You couldn't work 24/7 because if everything was by horseback or foot, it'd take a long time. Do you know how long it'd take to drive through a state or drive from East Coast to West Coast? I've done that before. It never happened again. Oh no, we don't do that no more. Not major. I don't care what's happening. I ain't driving nowhere East Coast, West Coast kind of thing. And again, I don't want to go to Arizona. Man, my battery melted out from under the hood of my truck going through Arizona up all them mountains and stuff. Y'all be ashamed of y'allself. That's like a death trap over there. Y'all should have a sign that say, do not enter, warning, your battery might melt. Right here on the highway. They should do that for Arizona. But anyway, how long it take to drive in a vehicle doing 70 miles an hour, let alone some cats coming from Europe, probably Spanish cats coming from Europe. You know, Europe is not the Europe you think it is. You know, it's a lot of Spaniards and Danish and all kinds of people that was jockeying for position for the slave trade, the fur trade, and all the trade, and they wanted all that. So they were doing a lot of meddling with everybody. But for some cats to come over on a boat and actually make it here, then get chauffeured around by the indigenous people, not Indians. Okay, you need to know the difference between Indians and indigenous. They're not the same folks. One group came out of the other group through mixtures, so that's where that come from. But anyway, they got some different kinds of noses, the mixtures. The natural ones look kind of like this guy. Yeah, kinky hair and all. Copper color, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's why they made the penny that color for Lincoln, because he supposed to have been a dark-skinned fella himself. I mean, but I wasn't there, you know. But you know, you kind of gather some things like how many presidents got shot. There ain't that many. You know, him, Reagan, and who else? It's got 2 or 3. Oh, Kennedy. So, but you know, back in the day, it's some reason why they made Lincoln be on the copper colored coin